Probably at least one. Hmm. Hi guys! Excited to be starting again. Here's the next day. Um, Sorry, just setting up still. But I'm excited to do some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. I know I've been playing this a lot as opposed to my other games, but I'm still working on figuring out what went wrong with Dragon Age Origins. And Alpha Protocol is also fun, but I've just been really enjoying this one. And we had such a good day a few days ago, 2 days ago, Friday, that I'm excited to play more of it. So let's see where we left off. Oh, interesting. If you get food poisoned, you have to use a specific cure to cure it. How do you get food poisoning? If you eat food, it was just in the tips, if you eat food that's spoiled. So, as you've seen, the condition decreases on food over time, as it does. And it says food lasts different amount of times. So, if you eat food that's you've been holding too long, then it's gonna it has a chance of giving you food poisoning. Right. So last time we were on just starting our patrol around Ratai.
Right round the corner, the priest too, our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
So he's giving us the lowdown.
The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro proto-notarius, the scribe, and the jailhouse. We don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
Right, because we checked some of those out already.
A torch will help. Your field dry, fellow. Here's a hoe.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
If you won't go to the church,
Solve the dispute between the armorer and the beggar woman. The armor smith, oh boy.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
about time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
Do you have to beg right here?
Here, of all places.
Yes, I do.
Why?
Oh, the textures.
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Let's see, how is she bothering?
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
So there's 2 ways to let her stay. sort it out between you two, one driver away. I feel like the upper class wants me to drive her away and side with against them. So let's try
I
this.
think you'd better go.
I'd like to know why. I've got a right to be here.
No one asked for your opinion. You'll end up in the stocks if you're not careful.
Good man, please don't drive me away.
That was a little more
Not another
severe
word.
than
Clear
I
off.
expected, but
Wait,
yeah.
I know you. You're Henry, the blacksmith's boy from Skalitz. Your father would be ashamed of you treating a neighbor like that.
Let's try this.
I know you have it hard, but if you want to beg, then clear off to the church.
Have you no shame?
Sorry, but that's the law.
I know.
Thank you. I'm glad to see an honest man can still
Yeah.
count on the law.
Reputation lost.
Poor girl. But you did the right thing. At least there's peace.
Probably lost reputation with the people of Skalitz, the beggars and stuff. That's too bad. But I would probably
Your
gain.
old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town.
Right.
And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon.
He's the one we fought
Sir
earlier.
Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or something. The time's
Welcome to
coming soon enough
medieval
when the estates have to
ancestry.
be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
I learned about Jan Birdie Jessic. Interesting. So I'm sure there's going to be at least one more dispute like that where I'm going to have to choose who to side with. Either make the guards and the nobility happy or make the beggars happy. Stuff like that. We'll see what I do going forward. Seems like I...
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got some nice armor. But we'll get good gear eventually. We're slowly getting better stuff as we go. We'll keep fighting bandits and stuff, seeing what we can loot.
We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
Oh, there's definitely got to be some kind of quest there. Wolfram.
Look here. See that filthy beggar? By Christ, I'll show the bastard.
I'm glad to see you.
Uh-oh. So he's doing something wrong.
And how much do I want for them?
Well, now.
I was surprised myself.
Comfortable, are we?
Please, sir.
Who do you
So I
take
asked
me
for a
for?
high price,
Are you
and he
stupid
said,
or just
"I'll
insolent?
Oh, what's the matter?
Stupid then.
Just like
There's
that.
no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I
And what
bothering
did Daddy
here?
have to say?
Me.
She was well
Us.
pleased. as you can
Everyone.
imagine.
If Sir Hanush
Even
saw
more
you
when I
here,
told
he'd
her
take a whip
Tonda
to
would
you.
take everything
All
she
right,
made.
all right, I'm
That's
going.
great. A bit of
Damn
extra
beggars.
corn.
You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Cool.
Let's move along to the Inner Bailey.
I think I sold all my stuff that I wanted to sell. Let me just check. Right, 'cause I don't have enough agility for that. Yep, everything here is equipped. Okay, so I want to sell a goblet. Maybe a boar's tusk. But that's pretty much the only thing I have to sell. Okay, good to know. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so windows at this time were cut into the wall in such a way where they'd make it so that it was harder for the walls to support
Here's the
themselves.
forge. The blacksmith
Um,
has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him
so
for a bit.
eventually they
I
figured
hear
out a
you're
way
blacksmith's apprentice
to
too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Uh,
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
eventually they figured out a way to make windows so that they
What is it,
distributed
lad?
the weight to the sides
My father was the master blacksmith.
instead of
He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah,
just
I'm
disrupting the
sorry.
wall.
I
So they were
didn't
able
know.
to make windows
you.
much bigger.
So,
My papa died not long ago.
So like if you see,
Of course, it was
especially like
great, but
cathedrals,
That's not
um,
the same, but I
you
know a
go
little how
back
you feel.
to like a certain day and suddenly the windows are much bigger because they figured out architecturally how to make it more sturdy while being able to keep them big as well. But if you go past that point farther back, then you'll see that the windows are all much smaller than you'd expect because they didn't really know how to do it well enough to keep the windows big and have the wall be sturdy.
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanish's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose.
Okay, at least some of
This
those
lord
towns
here,
were
that lord
mentioned in
there,
our
this exemption here, that right there.
treasure
Exemptions from
maps.
exemptions, rights to half of something,
So that'd be
on.
cool.
It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower
So
was
hopefully
only
we're not
half
too
the
far from
size
them.
when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanish had it extended and made into an armory.
Cool. Yeah, so he told me caps lock is how to start walking instead of how to run. Innkeeper, another beggar. Guess they're allowed to be there. I don't know. They're at least not bothering with him if he's not. Yeah, and you see at the bottom my torso is still hurt from when I fought those bandits. Hopefully it'll go away once I sleep or something. If not, I think I have a few extra bandages I can use up on it. I'm hoping just time will make it go away as well. Yeah, there's definitely like more beggars this way, but I guess.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Help me, people,
Well enough,
please.
Gale.
I'm from Skalitz and I
It's
lost
quiet
everything
today.
I had.
Good. Where's Moimir anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I see. Now where might he have got to then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk him back into his duty. Interesting. So let's drop a save just to see how hard this is. I think I'll be okay talking him into it. I have a decent persuasion.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out!
Takes the last sip. Guess I didn't really have to talk to him.
Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
Okay. Well, if we're about to, this is a dice board, so if we're about to gamble, I'm so glad I dropped down the save.
That fool got me all worked up.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the Cumans might creep up
It's
on
true.
us. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day.
Yeah, the Cuban's
Listen,
definitely been
since
the
we're
problem.
sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Sure, let's do
Why
it.
not?
Okay, let's. Oh. Playing die that Henry secretly made to bring him luck and love, which is why he'd rather not use it to gamble with. Rather not use it to gamble with. Okay, so let's not use it, I guess. Here we go. Dice. If you want to try your hand at gambling, it's possible to play the dice game of Farkle in every respectable tavern. So it's called Farkle. The goal of the game is to be the first to reach a certain number of points. 6 dice are thrown and the players alternate turns. Points are gained for every 1 or 5 thrown, and for 3 or more of a kind of any other number. Scoring as follows. A 1 is worth 100 points, a 5 is worth 50 points. Ooh, yeah. We're gambling, folks. It looks a little like Yahtzee. 3 of a kind is worth 100 points multiplied by the given number. Example, 4 fours is worth 400. 3 fours is worth 400, and 3 ones is worth 1,000. 4 or more is worth double of 3 of kind. And if you get 1 through 6, you get a lot. If you get 1 through 5, or 2 through 6, it's also worth a lot. So it looks like there's a target number of points we need, how much we have so far, how much we have for the round, and the total value of the ones we've marked. So a player's turn begins by throwing all 6 dice. We then use E to select and set aside scoring dice, and at least 1 die must always be set aside. Okay, then the player can throw the remaining dice again using F, and the situation repeats. Scoring combinations are counted for present throw, not the entire turn. Key element in the game is that if a throw does not produce a single scoring die, then the player's turn is over, and all points gained are lost. Oh, so you can get too greedy and lose the points you would have gained. So then the opposing turns player to throw. So it is viable to end your turn with Q before there's a significant increase in the chance that not a single die will score. It's also often worth not removing all scoring dice so that you will have a better chance of scoring higher on the next throw. Since you throw your own dice, you can cheat with loaded die, but they're hard to find. And you can get a joker as well, which is wild, but on its own doesn't have value. Okay, let's try this.
Why, oh, why did I ever agree to this? I'll lose my shirt again.
Okay. So we have 3 ones, which is a lot of points. And let's just call it that. We only need 2,000 to win the game. So that just got us halfway there. Which is pretty darn cool. So he had 2 ones there, but he only chose to keep one of them, because he wanted more in the second throw.
We'll see.
Cool. 1. See, if I was him, I probably would have taken just the 1 and the 5 and not thrown again at that point.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
because see, now he busted. But I'll take it. I'm happy with it. Let's see what I got. 6, 5, a lot of 4s and a 1. Oh, 5 and a 1 even. Yeah, so I could just take the 4s and rethrow the other 3, but I think I'm going to take all of that, because that means that my next hand should be pretty easy to just win with. 5, 4, 4, 4, 4. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So we got a lot of points there, but I should be okay, because I only need a little bit. 500? That's game.
Enough.
2,000. Yeah. So whether or not I would have thrown the other 3 dice, it would have been close. But since I had enough points to win at that point, I didn't need to. Sorry for that lag there while it progressed time. That was a little strange.
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, It's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Good to know. I know I've seen a lot of people who play this game. They before they learn that, because you don't have to do this quest right away. Um, they walk around at night and get arrested, and they're like, "What was I doing wrong? I was just walking." Um, they're all confused, but it's because you have to hold a torch. Because I think the guards, when they arrest you, they don't always tell you what you did wrong, um, which is at least problematic. But yeah, so dice was fun. I don't know what I won from it, if anything, but I'm happy I won it. I'm sure it's better than losing it. Well, it's probably it's also like it's the first time you sort of play dice. It's a tutorial, still sort of. So I could have just been like for free. Though I think I saw I could gamble back in Skalitz at the beginning of the game. It's also possible though that gambling in Skalitz, it would have just said, "Oh, I don't have time for this. I have chores for my father," instead of actually doing it. Okay, so a bell. Here's the rat house. Ah, the bell. Ring 3 times. It's only let me ring it once. That's fine. Close the Trader's Tavern. So yeah, this place has 2 inns inside.
I didn't know she did that.
Oh, they have like lanterns instead of torches. Oh, this is pretty cool. Here's the guy I'm supposed to pickpocket. We'll come back for him. I think the tavern's just up ahead here somewhere. It's not quite this close. Maybe it's the same one I was at? That's strange. Get those jumps for the XP. Cool. So let's see if the innkeeper is gonna... Wait a minute, it froze. It looks like things are good on my end. What did freeze on for you? Oh, it did freeze. Oh. Okay,
The
cool.
canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk. He dragged the pig
We're good?
to the market
Okay, good.
square, saddled it up,
Oh boy, it's Sir Hans again. So if I'm having to close the tavern, and he's the one keeping it open.
Wasn't going to end well. So
Ooh.
Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig. Did you find him? We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head.
Pretty much the lord of the whole place.
But the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and planets.
Can you blow him up?
Yes, gentlemen.
Well, there's...
To pigs and planets.
I don't know if there's any explosions really in this game.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what?
Um,
you, want
but
to join us?
there
Want
might be a
to
chance to fight him.
buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all,
Oh boy.
you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
Oh boy.
The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What is he hiding under the table, maybe? No. Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough.
Ooh.
You can't talk to me like that. I'm a
Looks
nobleman.
good. Good.
Come now, sirs.
Yeah, it's definitely a
You're not
good-looking
going
game.
to pause here, are you?
We most definitely are.
Oh boy.
Yokel needs to be taught his place.
I guess we're fighting. Let's put him down. Okay. Let's
You know how this one ends.
increase our hand-to-hand skill here. Get some combos going. Perfect blocks and stuff.
Stop her, dealer.
Ooh, a new level up. Okay, got a hit in. Oof. Okay, so he won the clinch. Oh, that's it. That's all I had to do. Okay, so no one really won that or not, I don't think, but... What does it do? What do you mean, what does it do? Oh, the perfect block. It blocks without using stamina and gives me a better chance to retaliate.
What in the name of Christ is happening here? Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant.
If you block like right as he
I had to
starts,
teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog.
right as he starts the attack,
That's a
there's a little
fine
shield at the front
example of noble conduct.
as well.
Johannes, the bailiff ordered me to
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties.
Oh boy.
And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Ooh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord
He's got something up his sleeve.
And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people. and
This
not just
quality is
keep
insane.
drinking and
Yeah, and this is only on medium too. I had it on high the first days, but it
Not
was
Your responsibilities now are Lord Capon.
it was too much for my computer to stream it at high. So this is on like medium-ish.
Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
But yeah, it's really high quality game. Yeah, only medium. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Objective complete, keeping the peace. Quest complete. Yeah, so I can walk you through it, but graphics it's on custom, but yeah, basically medium. Object quality's on high. I put that on high at least. And textures were on high. So a few things are on high, but a lot of it's on medium. So that it runs well enough. Quest started the prey. Course of my training. Meet Lord Capon at dawn in the courtyard of the upper castle. Okay. Find the treasure under the gov coat. Oh yeah, he wanted me to steal from Talmberg. Steal 50. How is streaming been going? Streaming's been good. I've really been enjoying doing it.
What are you doing creeping around like a footpad? Everyone
Yeah.
has to carry on tonight by
It's
looking
really been great talking to you guys while I play. I've been playing very interesting games. I've really been liking this one. I've really been liking Alpha Protocol. I think I'm going to take a break. I tried this game, Torment Tides Numenera, which was like a more traditional RPG. But the lines weren't voice acted, so it was a lot of reading for me. And it was sort of a very slow game in a lot of ways. So while it was interesting, I think I'm not going to do it on stream for a while. I've also been doing some Dragon Age Origins, which has been fun, but I was having some glitches the last time I did it, so I'm going to wait a bit before I do it some more. But yeah, it's been good. I still need, to keep growing the stream, get some more followers, get some more people in the community, but I really appreciate you guys that do stop by. It's been really great having you here and talking to you about this game and medieval culture and such. It's been great. Okay, let's see. Meet Lord Hunk upon at dawn. Pick some background music yet? No, so I was looking into Twitch's terms of service, and they really don't want you playing music. I know many streamers do, but technically it's against their terms of service because you don't have rights to the music. Um, and because you don't have the rights to the music, it's sort of a copyright infringement for you to play it. Because any service that would play music for you is really for personal use, and wouldn't be for public use, which is sort of what this is. So I decided, even though Twitch probably would not do anything if I was to play music, like they don't do too many streamers, I still decided that it just wasn't worth it, and I didn't want to, mess with that and risk anything. Okay, so I need to wait for dawn. No worries, we can always type sing for you. Perfect, yeah. I might also record myself singing Toss a Coin, at least. And that way I can make a command that links to that. Yeah, I used to do chorus a lot. So, while I might not be perfect at it, I think it could be fun. So I'll work on practicing that more. I'll record it, put it on YouTube, and do a probably like exclamation point toss, and then have it linked to the YouTube. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Okay, looks like my nourishment's pretty low, so I'll definitely have to get some food to wake up. But yeah, I think I'll work on that as well. Again, I have been
Show me what you've got concealed.
Okay, I don't think I have anything stolen.
Why? For security reasons.
Search.
If you insist.
All's well. Mind how you go.
Yeah, so it looks like they just keep randomly searching me, which is a little annoying, but it's okay. So there should be some free food here. Yes, great. But yeah, I'll get to working on that recording. I don't know exactly how I'll do it, but I'll manage something. What food do I have? Bread roll. Let's try it. I think carrots also give me some energy, which will be good. Yeah, let's do a carrot. Carrots are great. That's close enough, so yeah. I think carrots even. Oh no, did I get food poisoning? I did. Now my strength, agility, and vitality are all. Jeez. It looks like it's a very minor. Do I play any instruments? I used to play trombone, actually. Yeah. I could try that in the background. Well, it might be hard to play trombone and play a game. But yeah, but yeah, I did play trombone as well through middle and high school.
Here I am.
No trombone, please.
Have you got a horse? No, sir.
Yeah.
Where would someone like me get
It's a fun instrument, but
Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well,
it's a fun instrument, but yeah, it's a little hard to go solo with it. Can I borrow?
Sir, isn't there a horse I could borrow?
Oh, certainly. Why don't you just have mine? Or, then again, you can just run alongside as befits a peasant. God be with you.
So he definitely does not want to give me a horse, which is fine. Bernard's horse? Yeah, I'm not stealing Bernard's horse. So now I have to run alongside this guy while he rides. We have the dogs as well. Whatever. Yeah, trombone solo. Trombone is great. I don't know what you're talking about. It is great. It might be rough to do solo. Also, I'm a little out of practice. I haven't done it the last 5 years or so. But yeah, I will try to do like on the computer mic. Yeah, true. It definitely would not go through the mic as well either. Yeah, I don't know, you could try it. Maybe. I'll look into it. I'll see how it sounds. No promises either way, at least for now. Um, or didgeridoo. Yeah, my dad plays the didgeridoo a bit. Um, didgeridoo. It's a
Look here, blacksmith.
Australian
Another
instrument
business in the alehouse.
that
Yes,
it's
sir.
basically a long pipe that you blow into and
Honest
make a
is
very
right.
deep sound.
I should have behaved.
Very old instrument
More,
played by the
well, gentlemen.
Aborigines of
But
Australia.
that doesn't mean
Your
you were
mom
in the
has one.
right.
Yeah,
You can't throw a lord out of the tavern.
yeah.
in his own
It's a cool
town.
instrument.
Understand?
My dad plays
Yes.
them.
I was just.
They're cool, but
Speak up.
that also
Don't
might
worry, I
not go
won't
through the
bite your
mics
head off.
super well.
It's just that
It
when
might,
you
though.
said those things in the arena, sir, I was a little upset.
Ah, I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honor, Panosh is on my back about it and I get punished.
Ooh, he's got a
Like
nice
now.
sword.
I didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
Nice horse, nice sword. We're going hunting. Cool. This should be fun. Maybe we can figure out how to shoot the bow. Do I own any other swords? Right now in the game, I just still have the shard sword. I haven't really found
Let us talk of something else.
any other ones yet.
That's kind. Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk.
Yeah,
If you're not a complete
it's
blockhead,
probably a
you might
pretty
learn something useful.
bad one,
And if you don't cock it up
but
entirely today, maybe I'll take you
that's
with
what I
me.
got.
It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said,
A
I have
minion.
hunted before, but it wasn't.
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
True.
I'll do the best I can. So,
You should like get a witch sword, a witch like the Witcher. Yeah. I mean, hopefully I can get a better sword soon. This is the first one I found, basically. And I mean, it's the best one I have, but it's not great, of course. But I'm still very early on in the game as well. Yeah. And everything's very expensive,
I don't know if.
so I don't have enough money to purchase a
Yes,
big.
sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
I don't have enough to.
We're not
I
hunting
discovered
yet.
an accident.
I'd like to hear
Oh, like a
about
broken
it
down
from
cart, yeah.
someone who was actually there.
We were checking
Humans
out the
attacked
prices
Scarlets and,
last time, and I think the most expensive sword was just over 3,000.
is it really
Um,
necessary?
we have about 600, and that's after selling a bunch of like
No, not at all,
fancy
sir.
clothes that we had
It's just that-
stolen earlier.
Well, it's
Um,
hard for me to talk about.
so like the only swords we could afford weren't all that good.
I'm sure even that would work.
So and whenever you fight bandits, you can pretty much loot whatever you see them wearing, so they're all gonna have some kind of
If you
weapon.
wish, sir.
Even if it's not a sword, it's gonna be a mace or an axe. Oh, a nest. So, and I'm sure I'll be fighting more people, so as I fight people, I can, you know, loot them for their weapons, and either sell them to then buy a better sword, or just the weapons they have will be a better sword. Loot, loot, loot. Yeah, you definitely want to loot as much as you can. The weight limit in this game is definitely a thing to look out for as well, but, you know, I'll definitely loot as much as I can and as expensive things as I can. Talmberg Woods. Oh, another nest. Nests are cool because, like, you'll never really know what you'll get from them. I knocked down one nest earlier and found, like, a necklace. Actually, the one I'm wearing. Half my armor is, like, destroyed. This simple neck chain. So it's not great, but, like, it's cool. Actually, I probably don't need to wear all this anyway. Yeah, we'll wear this because it's like a shirt. Because I think a lot of it makes noise. If you look, noise, because it's like metal and like clinks a lot. It'll increase the noise I make. What kind of computer are you playing on? I'm playing on an MSI gaming laptop. It's pretty great. It runs basically everything I need it to fairly well, I'd say. It just it's a little hard to do streaming and the game as well sometimes with some of the games on like higher stuff. Same MSI is so good, yeah, for sure. I got it through iBuyPower as well, because then I could like customize it a little and get slightly better stuff. It also has like per key RGB lighting, which is great. I mean,
Bring
you
me
know,
wine and bacon to the saddlebag.
Alienware is the best. Alienware is definitely good products, but they tend to be very expensive. Um, so for instance, I could get like similar like level of hardware for a less price if I don't get Alienware. But Alienware you also get, you know, it looks
Coming up, sir.
cooler. You get the branding.
At long last.
It's plus nice. So worth it. Yeah. I've only had MSI ones. Um,
So,
but
are you
they've
enjoying being on the hunt?
they've served me
I
well.
am, although we
You
haven't
recommend them?
actually hunted anything yet.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion.
Maybe next time
The
I'll
main
look
thing
into it
is
more
to
too.
get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanish's
MSI
lectures
superior,
all
oh
day
boy.
will drive anyone mad.
What are we gonna hunt?
What are we going to hunt?
Yeah, I like MSI.
Humans.
Agree, disagree
What?
though. Yeah.
Humans? But
You should see your face.
The most dangerous game.
I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least.
Yeah.
And a
Da,
few
da, da.
hares too, eh?
But
what about you?
I don't know if any of you have read the
Before I
short
can
story,
get
The
a
Most
word out of
Dangerous
you, now
Game,
your
but it's
tongue's
basically
loose.
about a person who hunts
So,
other
tell me
people.
about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had
It's
100
interesting.
banners there.
I
I
should-
don't know, sir.
Yeah.
I don't have time to count them.
Hunts. Yeah.
Both of my
It's
parents
a
were
short
killed
story.
in
Basically, this
Skalitz,
guy washes
right in
up
front of my eyes.
on an island.
The Cumans
and
slaughtered
then
my friends and neighbors,
he
and
gets
they
taken
milked
to
till I got
this
away.
house
I
of
don't know
this
what else I
guy,
can add.
and
I'm
then he's
sorry.
like, "Okay, I'll give you a day head start on this island, and
I
then
heard
I'm
he
gonna
was
come
trapped.
after you and try to
What,
kill you."
Sigismund flew down on a dragon. That the Cumans have horns and hooves.
It's pretty
Sorry,
crazy.
my lord, but for me, Skalitz
It's
is
short.
a tale of adventure to share over
Because
a tankard of ale.
options on what dialogue
Alright.
you pick.
I understand.
Possibly.
Well,
I sort of like
come on.
just doing it myself, and
Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today.
I can
But
discuss some of
tomorrow
my
we'll sail
dialogue
the
more
first light.
as well.
Got it?
Um,
Yes, sir.
but I think wait until dawn.